Oh,
Hey guys, and welcome back to another
gosh,
episode
dang it! It didn't. I wanted to do the joke of going into but the freaking menu screwed it up. Dang it! All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the tavern for an episode of Bardic Blunders in Minecraft. Okay.
Whoa.
You have your shield on too, by the way. Yeah, give me one of those.
Crack a cold one.
All right. Hello, everybody, for the dumbest idea that we've ever had. We were playing Minecraft. Me and Eli have been playing Minecraft all day, and we were like, kind of want to do something stupid and just play Minecraft while doing Bardic Blunders. So here we are. We're gonna run this like a normal show. We're just gonna have Minecraft on the screen instead of the typical, bar background like we normally have. This is so stupid. But anyways, the major news for today was the Nintendo Direct that happened earlier today. And there was a lot of interesting announcements. Nintendo Direct. Everything announced. So, there was a notable absence, I will say. I'll start this off. As a Hollow Knight fan, it is still disappointing to see Silk Song not announced. But, we've been coping for a while now. So hopefully someday we'll get just a morsel, just a little bit. Some hint of Silk Song news. But yet again, another game company direct comes and goes, and no announcement of Silk Song. However, a lot of other freaking cool properties. First up, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, where you play as Zelda.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm
Um,
typing a bunch of stuff right this moment.
No, you're good. It is it's kind of taking the same design notes from Link's Awakening, the remaster. So it's that kind of chibi art style that's very adorable and charming. But yeah, you get to use Zelda to adventure through. Has that ever been done in a Zelda game before?
I don't think so.
Oh, it hasn't won, but I don't think Nintendo wants you to talk about it. The Philips CDI Zelda's Adventure allowed you to play as Zelda, and so did one of the other CDI games. But those were both ass. So, whoops, I kicked my desk. Those were both terrible. So we'll consider this the first real Zelda game where you play as Zelda.
First canon.
First canon. Unless there's another one that I'm not thinking of, but I don't think you play as Zelda in any of the others. Metroid Prime 4 finally got gameplay and a release window. It's 2025, so it's not this year, but it will be coming soon. Which is huge. I know a lot of Metroid fans have been waiting for a long time for Metroid Prime 4. It was first announced back in 2017 at E3. So it's been a handful of years. The one that I would be most excited for, if I had a Switch, is Mario and Luigi Brothership, which is a continuation on the Mario and Luigi series, which is freaking awesome. By the way, I might be playing Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story at some point. But anyways, for anybody that doesn't know, Mario and Luigi has been a RPG series. It's been running for a while, and we haven't gotten an entry in like a decade. But it's an RPG series where you play as the pair, and I mean, it's an RPG, so it's kind of self-explanatory. But awesome series, and I'm excited that there's another game in it. Dragon Quest III HD remake is coming to Switch, and 1 and 2 will be remastered in HD 2D in 2025. Donkey Kong Country HD is coming to Switch. Not a new Donkey Kong game, but hey, at least Donkey Kong gets acknowledged. And I think the one that most people are the most excited about, the new Mario Party. Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Oh, I might have to get that one.
I will be excited to watch Ray and company play it. That's going to be my excitement for it.
Let me see what I can do, because we might be able to do it at a game night.
I didn't mean to walk straight onto the bar. Excuse me? Sounds fantastic.
I just don't know how to set up a Switch on a TV, so I'd have to figure.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, well, I'm dumb.
Fair. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection is coming, which is X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and The Punisher will all be under the same little thing. And The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, and Four Swords, Metroid Zero Mission, Perfect Dark, Turok Dinosaur Hunter are all being added. Oh, I'm assuming have been added at this point, because it said later today, and the direct was like 7 hours ago. So
Turok Dinosaur Hunter?
Yes.
I remember that game.
That's an old one. That's an old one. I just realized I didn't announce to the Discord server, that we were live for the podcast. Cool.
Oh, damn.
Whoops. But Nintendo Switch Sports is adding basketball as a free update. Wait, excuse me, Lego Horizon Adventure. Oh, yeah, I forgot they were making a Lego Horizon Zero Dawn game.
Oh, what?
You know Horizon Zero Dawn? The one with the robot dinosaurs? They're making a Lego one of that.
That's pretty dope. Can I just get a Lego Halo?
Lego Halo would go absolutely insane. Although it would probably be a Mega Block game, because that was what was associated with Halo.
I don't care. Give me a Lego Halo.
Yeah, and then there's the Tales of the Shire, which is a Lord of the Rings game that's like Stardew.
I would be interested to play that.
I'll try it. Hello Kitty Island Adventure is a cozy game with our Sanrio favorites. Okay.
Do you want? Is that co-op? I'll play that with you. I'll play some Hello Kitty with you.
That would actually be freaking hilarious. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is almost here.
Okay.
Metal Slug Reloaded. A tower defense game? Okay. Huh. Darkest Dungeon 2 will be on the Switch next month.
Darkest Dungeon has a 2?
Yes. Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports. Stray is getting added onto Switch, finally. that game's like 2 years old now. New crewmate and imposter roles are coming to Among Us. Okay.
Okay, I mean the modded Among Us is way better.
Yeah. Ooh. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection.
Hey,
What's
there you
up,
go.
Cheese?
Which
Yeah, that's the one where you play as Edgeworth instead of Phoenix. Well, I do want to play the Phoenix, right? The Ace Attorney games too. I have the collection on computer, so I'd love to play those. My my problem is if I play them by myself, I'm gonna have to do like 200 voices. Uh, there's a lot of other smaller things in here as I'm scrolling through, but I think that's all the big stuff. So, a very interesting direct that I would care a lot more about if I owned any Nintendo product from more recent than 2008.
any Nintendo product from this decade.
Yeah, exactly. Which I don't. The only Nintendo products I own right now are a N64 and a Wii.
If you didn't have the Wii, you could have said this century.
Yeah, I know. Well, right now I actually don't because my parents have the Wii.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. So you,
So I don't have a Nintendo product from this century. I don't have a Nintendo product from the time I've been alive.
dude, I need to get you a Switch.
Yeah, I've said I want to Switch for a long time and I've just not have the money. Yes, Cheese, we're nerds. And
Dude, I'm gonna. If I do end up taking a trip to Japan, I'm packing my Switch with me, and I'm
oh
because
gosh, dude, yeah, of course.
so
If you take a trip to Japan without me, I will make you commit seppuku.
so what you also have to understand it. I would be going for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, bro. When we've talked about this at D&D, me and Fit have literally been like, yeah, if we're going to Japan, we're going for a full month.
Yeah, that's expensive.
It is expensive, but that's I mean, I'd be willing to.
Save up and all of us go. But the flight time is at the lowest 17 hours.
I'll sleep on a flight.
The longest is 31 hours. With an overnight delay in Vancouver.
I'll sleep in an airport.
Dude, hands down, I will also sleep in an airport. I have slept in airports.
Will you still get streams? Plane stream? I don't think I could stream on the plane. That would be terrible, actually. I would feel so bad for everyone around me. I would not do that. In Japan, I wouldn't mind doing a stream, but at the same time, that might be a situation where I'd be like, yeah, guys, sorry, I'm taking the month off. Catch you later. My channel would die, but, you know. It's
Well,
not like,
I wouldn't
not like
be
it has
able
a
to
pulse
stream.
anyways.
Because I can't pack a computer with me unless I streamed off of your laptop.
I'd have to be careful with my laptop because literally, if I unplug my laptop from the wall, it starts ticking down. The battery percentage goes down like a timer. I could reliably count 100 seconds with this freaking thing. Take you, jeez. Oh boy.
I think the number that I was looking at for, and honestly, for a month, it might still be in the same ballpark range, was about 10K.
Yeah, it's a lot of money that I don't have right now.
Same here.
Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Did you just burp?
No. Borderlands director acknowledges there's going to be similarities to Guardians of the Galaxy, but audience will see that it's different. That's terrible. That is, I don't like that.
Hey, I just got my check in. Yay.
Nice. I want to be. Yeah, it's hot here too, Cheese. But yeah,
It's
no, that's terrible.
hot as hell here.
That's a terrible omen. Oh, it's gonna be like Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, cool. Dungeons and Dragons reveals the 48 subclasses that appear in 2024 Player's Handbook.
Excuse me? Hold on. Stop the stream. How many?
48.
D subclasses. 2024. I don't.
Excuse me? Canceled Xbox game to finally release after nearly 20 years?
Wait, what game?
Captain Blood will be releasing after first being shown for Xbox in 2006.
Okay. Okay, I pulled up the list of classes.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay, Barbarian. Starting from the top.
Yes.
Berserker. We know that one.
Yeah.
Path of the Wild Heart. Totem Warrior.
Yeah.
Path of the World Tree. New.
That one I don't recognize.
Path of the Zealot. I'm glad Zealot made Player's Handbook.
Yeah.
Bard is Dance, new to D&D. Glamour.
Wait.
Lore.
Did you only list 4 barbarian subclasses?
Yeah.
What happened to the rest?
This is the new Player's Handbook for D&D 1.
Oh. Oh, it can eat my ass then.
Come on, we got to go through it. So, College of Dance, which I'm interested by. Glamour, Lore, and Valor.
Are there only 4 subclasses?
Yeah.
For every
Looks
class?
like
This is freaking stupid.
Cleric is Life, Light, Trickery, and War. That sucks.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Oh, this is awful. Yeah, what happened to Totem Barbarians? What happened to... I know Tempest Barbarians kind of suck ass, but still.
Druid is Land, Moon, Sea, and Stars.
Stupid.
Oh, you're gonna get even
least
more
you kept
angry with the
Moon.
fighter.
Oh, gosh.
Battlemaster, Champion, Eldridge Knight, and Psy Warrior.
No
Should've been
samurai?
Okay, Monk. Mercy, Shadow, Elements, and Open Hand.
Okay.
Paladin, Devotion, Glory, Ancients, and Vengeance. Ranger, Beastmaster, which always has to be in there. That I hate to say that. Fey Wanderer, Gloomstalker, and Hunter. Rogue is Arcane Trickster, Assassin, Soul Knife, and Thief.
Where's the freaking swashbuckler? What are you talking? Oh, this is so bad. This is so
Sorcerer.
bad.
Sorcerer is Aberrant, Clockwork, Draconic, and Wild Magic. I'm okay with that one. That one I'm okay with.
But what? Here's my question. Why remove content?
Warlock, Archfey, Celestial, Fiend, and Great Old One. Okay. Now this is gonna make you really angry. Wizard, Abjure, Diviner, Evoker, Illusionist.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose it. Are you kidding me? Okay, how about we go through the subclasses that are in 5e right now? Artificer, Alchemist, Artillerist, Battlesmith, Armor, and Fusion. Why isn't there an Artificer? What are they smoking over? Oh my gosh, Hasbro, like Wizards of the Coast, whoever's making the decisions, stop drinking the stupid juice. Pull the freaking moron rod out of your ass and start making some decent decisions. Oh my gosh. So with the Artificer, the most recent class added to 5e. I know recent is subjective because it's been around for like 5 years now, but still, 5 subclasses. Already more than any of them. Okay, Artificer, 5 subclasses. Barbarian, Berserker, Totem Warrior, Battle Rager, Beast, Wild Magic, Ancestral Guardian, Storm Herald, Zealot. 8 subclasses. So we're up to 13 already between two classes, 13 subclasses. Bard, College of Eloquence, College of Lore, College of Valor, College of Creation, College of Spirits, College of Glamour, College of Swords, College of Whispers. Another 8. Oh, wait. Would you look at that? We're up to 21 now across 3 classes. Don't even get me started on freaking Cleric with Order Domain, Death Domain, Knowledge Domain, Life Domain, Light Domain, Nature Domain, Tempest Domain, Trickery Domain, War Domain, Arcana Domain, Peace Domain, Twilight Domain, Forge Domain, and Grave Domain. 14! We're already at 35! I haven't even covered half of the classes. Why would you reduce the content? It makes no sense. Now I'm curious. Now I have to go through all of them. Circle of Spores, Circle of the Land, Circle of Moon, Circle of Stars, Circle of Wildfire, Circle of Dreams, Circle of the Shepherd. Another 7 for Druid. That brings us up to 42. Why did I get an ad on my D&D information app? Okay. Fighter. Echo Knight, Champion, Battlemaster, Eldritch Knight, Purple Dragon Knight, Psy Warrior, Rune Knight, Arcane Archer, Cavalier. Another 9. So we're up to 51. Monk. Way of the Ascendant Dragon, Way of Shadow, Way of the Open Hand, Way of the Four Elements, Way of the Long Death, Way of Mercy, Way of the Astral Self, Way of the Drunken Master, Way of the Kinsei, and Way of the Sun Soul. There's 10. We're at 61. Paladin, Oath of Glory, Oath of the Ancients, Oath of Devotion, Oath of Vengeance, Oathbreaker, Oath of the Crown, Oath of the Watchers, Oath of the Conquest, Oath of Redemption. That's 9. We're at 70. Ranger, Drake Warden, Hunter, Beastmaster, Fey Wanderer, Swarmkeeper, Gloomstalker, Horizon Walker, Monster Slayer. That's 8. We're at 78. Sorcerer, Draconic Bloodline, Wild Magic, Aberrant Mind, Clockwork Soul, Divine Soul, Shadow Magic, and Storm Sorcery. We're at 85.
You also missed Rogue.
Did I? I clicked right over Rogue. You are absolutely correct. Arcane Trickster, Assassin, Thief, Phantom, Soul Knife, Inquisitive, Mastermind, Scout, Swashbuckler. That's another 9. We're at 94 subclasses. 94. Cheese wants the link to that subclass list so he can discuss it with his older brother. Archfey, Fiend, Great Old One, Undying, Fathomless, Genie, Undead, Celestial, Hexblade, and Invocations. There's another 10 from the Warlock, so we're at 104. And finally, the big boy. Chronoturgy Magic, Graviturgy Magic, School of Aberration, Conjuration, Divination, Enchantment, Evocation, Illusion, Transmutation, Necromancy, Blade Singing, Order of Scribes, and War Magic. That's 13, bringing us to a grand total of 117 subclasses.
John 117, amen.
That actually is pretty funny.
Cheese, it is in the D&D questions and answers. Questions and commentary, whatever it is.
So in conclusion, Wizards of the Coast can lick my nuts. I can't believe it. That is absolutely
I might have to pick
baffling.
it up because it says they're changing almost everything, too. They're rebalancing and adding new class features to every single class.
Okay.
I don't like it, but
I was gonna say I've still hated everything else that 1D&D has put out so far. So why would I like this?
okay. Here's a question. Okay. If so, say it comes like they come to you and they're like, "Hey, Spencer,
Yeah.
you gotta like, we need cut Artificer out, but starting with the Barbarian, we need 4 subclasses per, for each class in the book.
Why?
Which 4 are you gonna? Okay, they have to have a certain size for the book. They can't go over a certain amount.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I think you should include more subclasses.
You're forced to, okay? I don't care. Just, which 4 would you have picked?
Which 4 would I have picked?
Because I think Barbarian was actually probably the best one.
I accidentally opened the bestiary, not the character sheet.
Because they updated the Totem Warrior to the Wild Heart, so that one's in there.
That's fine. Berserker, Totem Warrior,
Zealot.
Zealot.
And they added a new one, but if I had to pick, I'd probably put Wild Magic.
Wild Magic or Ancestral Guardian?
Yeah. Bard, I don't understand why they didn't put Swords over Valor.
Well, see, this is my issue with it, though. You know what? You can get away with Barbarian saying, yeah, Berserker, Totem Warrior, Wild Magic, Zealot. Because, let's be fair, nobody plays a Storm Herald because it just sucks. So, admittedly, yes, I can understand no Storm Herald. That makes sense. But then you scroll right on down to Cleric. Why did you cut Cleric down to 4 subclasses when every single Cleric subclass is unique in a certain way and every single one of them works? It makes no sense. Order, Death, Knowledge, Life, Light, Nature, Tempest, Trickery, War, Arcana, Peace, Twilight, Forge, Grave. Every single one of those is a viable cleric. Every single one of the wizards is a viable wizard. And every single one has things that make them unique. Why? So, here's the next question. Are they going to try and make up for the lack of all these other subclasses by throwing in things those subclasses had into the regular
Probably.
class? That's stupid.
Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense.
Now you've made it so everyone that is playing a wizard is either one of four things. Oh, but you can have different spells. Oh, big whoop. So can
Everyone's
everyone
gonna pick the same spells because everyone's gonna read spells and be like, fireball's good.
Exactly. But the thing with a wizard is, if you take a wizard and you take a evocation wizard, you need to be doing damage because that's the whole thing with an evocation wizard. But if you're doing illusion or transmutation or necromancy, conjuration, you have a bunch of different things that you can spec your wizard to do. And yes, realistically, any wizard school is a multi-tool, but they each have their own specialties.
Because here's the perfect example. You building an evocation wizard and me building an evocation wizard
Are going to be two different.
Because I look at evocation wizards completely differently than you do.
Right.
Because I would be taking all like the zoning fire spells, you know? Like, wall of flame, wall of ice.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. It's like those zoning spells are great, and I do plan on taking those on my evocation wizard. But let's pop over and look at my wizard spell list. So the wizard I'm currently playing in Eli's campaign. Cantrips: Mind Sliver, Mending, Light, Create Bonfire. First level: Shield, Magic Missile, Identify, and Grease.
Why do you have grease?
I don't know.
That's actually like the most meta spell you have in there.
Why do I have so many? Oh, because of the freaking spell book I got. That's why. I was like, I have 8 spells? 8 first level spells? But it's because of that spell book you gave me. Gave me extra spells. So, I have Shield, Magic Missile, Identify, Grease, Detect Magic, Chromatic Orb, Charm Person, and Burning Hands. Second level spells: Wither and Bloom, Snillock, Snowball Swarm, Mind Spike, and Darkness. Third level spells: Slow, Fireball, Bestow Curse. Now, yes.
Up to third level spells.
What?
Right. Wow. Honestly, I just flipped over to the last spellcaster I played, other than the current one, because I'm playing a druid, which druids don't really do as much, but like real spellcaster. Man, my spells compared to your spells are wildly different.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have like Crown of Madness, Haste, Slow, Counterspell, Lightning Bolt. Honestly, my druid, I'm running like, Druidcraft, Guidance, Create Bonfire. Create Destroy Water, Cure Wounds, Goodberry, Healing Word, Thunderwave, Burning Hands. Why do I have Cure Wounds on there twice? Burning Hands, Cure Wounds, Flaming Sphere, Scorching Ray, Skyrite, Moonbeam. I have pretty much all area of the effect spells. And healing. And travel spell. But yeah, you and me would build 2 evocation wizards completely differently from one another. And it would be hysterical to see how we both came out.
Right. Well, and that's exactly the thing. When you boil it down that much, there's not going to be nearly as much creativity. And that's just frustrating to see. Like, I don't know, it's just stupid to me. It's just dumb.
Funny enough, people felt the same way about 5e when it first came out. Well, technically 4th edition, because Everyone forgets about 4th edition. 4th edition kind of dumbed everything down from 3.5,
Right.
where there was a ton.
See, that's where I think 3.5 it, it's one of the things. I think 3.5 was a little over complicated. I think
It,
3.5 overdid it a little bit. I know a lot of people like 3.5, but
hmm
I think it was overdone. Um, but I think what 5e did is take what was good about 3.5 and boil it down to be more digestible. I think 5e is the reason D&D is as popular as it is right now. Cuz most people probably wouldn't have jumped in on 4e cuz it was weird. And most people probably wouldn't have jumped in on 3.5 cuz it was complicated.
yeah.
What's the best edition in my opinion? I'd say
He's only
5e,
ever played
but
one.
I was gonna say I've never played any of the others, so I have pulled things from 4e and 3.5. Um, so essentially, the way we're playing is we're not even playing. We're playing like 5.5 with the way we run things a lot of the times because we don't use a lot of the base 5e rules. We use
Yeah, we've really expanded because we use a lot of other rules that we've dug up and found. If
we've
that
either
makes
found them or we've just created them on our own because there hasn't been anything for it. Like I made a freaking rule. Like there's an actual system for fist fights now in my world.
Oh, yeah.
Like we actually came up with a way to pull off just a straight up fist fight, and you know it. The one time we've done it so far, the person who got to participate, well, really everyone else, even everyone else who were there was like, that was freaking awesome. Um, but it's like, yeah, we've made a bunch of changes like that throughout our time playing D&D, and it's just to cater to what we like to do. Not
Yeah.
everyone who plays D&D and not everyone who plays 5e would enjoy the way we've set up our game.
May So the biggest thing is rule lawyers hate the way I play D&D and how I run games.
Yeah,
Just because it boils down to
write it down. We'll talk about the fisticuffs thing in a second, Cheese.
um it boils down to is I want to make everything more fun for the players. So I want if so like we have a group of like 7 people, right?
Right.
7 or 8. So normally the party is 7 people, which is quite large. If they see something and they're like, "Hey, what's the rule on this?" My first reaction isn't to
Go look
be
up
like,
the
"Well,
rule.
this is the rule," or "Go look up the rule." It's like, "Hey, what do you want the rule to be?" And they'll discuss it, and then most of the time they will put forward something that benefits themselves as a party. Um, so, and I go, okay, well, if that's the rule you guys want to implement, then we are going to also use that rule. The rule is going to apply both ways, is kind of how it works. So, if they decide if you roll a nat 1 on a saving throw for fireball, you take double damage, which helps them in the here and now. But say, and they're like, cool, we like that rule, it's going to be in. Now, the whole party's grouped up, and I throw a fireball into them, and 3 of them roll nat ones, okay, the damage gets doubled for them. And they're like, and it's like, well, we agreed on this being a rule, and it works both ways.
Yeah, exactly. It's
And it gets really interesting with discussions that go on in our group.
But it's always, what do the players find the most fun? And it's there's always this kind of thought process of, well, it would be really nice for us, but if it gets turned around on us, then it becomes a problem. And one of the ones that there was the crit, the way we do crits.
Yes.
So I believe the standard
you just add
5e,
an extra damage die on.
You just add an extra damage die. Or no, you double the number, right?
No, you just... So if I roll 2d... So I'm hitting you with a great sword and I crit. I just add a single d6 onto it. That's how crits work in base rules.
In base 5e?
Yep.
I thought in base 5e it was just doubling the number you rolled.
Nope.
Okay, well, all right.
That got changed really quick, and that had been changed before you had joined the D&D group that we were running at that store, because none of us liked that rule. And I was like, okay, you guys want to change it? Well, what's the play? And they're like, I was like, either you guys don't want that one, so we can either you roll it and we just multiply it by 2, or you can just roll twice the amount of dice. And everybody's like, ooh, clickety-clacks.
Yeah, twice the amount of dice, please.
And that's how it ended up becoming a rule in mine.
But then it just kind of became a universal thing throughout our entire time playing D&D.
It comes down to, like, one person's rule set kind of works for a lot of people, so we just kind of stick to it.
Right.
But the chaos, it also doesn't hurt. Like, we've had one here lately. The big one here lately was can 2 friendly people occupy the same space?
Yes.
And that was a discussion in the middle of combat where I was like, okay, we're going to take a break from combat. I'm going to let you guys figure it out.
I argued no. I was like, it doesn't make much sense for that to be able to be the case. Otherwise, what's the point of having the squares?
Yeah.
Everyone
else argued the other way, like, hey, we can really gang up on somebody.
I see. Yeah, my argument was, I think you should be able to move through a friendly square easily. I think that's in base 5e rules that you can move through a friendly square. No?
You cannot.
Oh.
Nope.
Well,
unless you're a size smaller or a size larger.
That's right. So I think you should be able to, because a 5-foot radius is rather large. I think you should be able to move past somebody. I don't think you should be able to occupy the same space.
Yeah, so I let the players figure out what... Because a lot of the time, as a DM, I have discovered, a lot of the times players like to go, okay, this is beneficial to us now, so we want it.
Right.
But then down the line, it immediately becomes, oh, this isn't beneficial to us as we wanted it, so we don't want to follow that rule. It's like, no, we've already established this rule.
Right.
And that's going to come back and bite some people here shortly in my campaign.
Now, there has been instances where we say a rule is one way and we're like, yeah, that's the way we're going to do that. And then it gets turned around on us. And after it gets turned around on us, we're like, can we change it?
Can we change it back, please? We don't.
Yeah, we like it the other way. We liked it whenever it was an advantage towards us, but as soon as it was an advantage towards them, we realized just how bad it is, and we want to go back.
Not, and I let them do it.
Like post combat, really, or like post whatever. It's like, okay, this time the rules being implemented how we chose to do it before. We can't change that now. But now that we have been affected by it this one time, maybe we should backpedal.
Yeah.
Pizza Crust D&D is complicated, but if you get into it and you have people who know how to play it, it's not that bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like when Spencer first started, he ended up it was a new group altogether, and it was my first time DMing, so there was a lot of stuff that happened in that campaign.
Right.
So that one was rough on everyone. Except for me, because I had fun and let you guys fiddle fart around for like a year. Because
Oh,
we played
yeah.
we played we played that campaign almost religiously.
Yeah, like more than once a week.
We would play every like Tuesday and Thursday night.
And sometimes more if we could fit it in.
Yeah, because we were all in school and we all had extracurriculars.
Right. Oh, gosh, the good old days. Come on, guys, you need to hurry up and get me up to 500 subs so we can do this for a living. We're actually halfway there. I hit 250 subs yesterday, so I really want to thank you guys for that. I appreciate it.
I am still at 13.
Yeah. Woo. Whoops.
Ow, my face.
I punched him.
Oh, I have 14.
Yo, let's go! 14!
Ooga booga, ooga booga.
Tyler's at 161, so he's climbing up there too. We on the way up, but yeah, that was really cool to log in and see, because I've been hovering around in the mid 240s for a while. So I'm glad I finally hit 250. I appreciate you guys. Let's keep the train rolling. Hey, spread the word. Tell the kids at school. Tell people at work. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Subscribe to Sir Crumpets. That's the first time I've done the subscriber call to action on my own channel. You guys have done it for me, but that's the dumbest. Tell your dog to subscribe to. Oh boy.
Hold on.
What?
Give me a minute. I'm going through my YouTube stuff. 14. All right. But all my stuff is subtitled in like 4 languages. I didn't realize I did that.
Good grief.
It must be a mess trying to figure out what I'm saying sometimes.
Oh, I have a really funny article from. It's from a while ago. It's from about 10 years ago, but it's one of my favorite articles of all time. So allow me to read you a fantastic article. The rumor come out. Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Oh.
Bruno Mars is gay is the most discussed in the media in the few years ago. Even it has happened in 2012. But some of the public still curious about what is exactly happening and to be the reason there is a rumor come out about his gay. At that time, he became the massive social networking rumor. The public, especially his fans, are shocked. He just came out with his bad rumor, which is spread massively. This time is not about his music career, but his bad rumor. The rumor is out of standardize, of hoax. According the last reported, this singer revealed himself as homosexual. Do you still believe or not? This rumor is really much talked by people, even in a person of his fans.
Okay, I would like to say this. I was raised by a journalist. That hurts my brain.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a fantastic one. That's an old one. That's from about a decade ago, but that is one of my favorite. You went to eat dinner and then you hear homosexual. Just rewind it, Cheese. I'm not reading it again. Oh boy. It's my favorite like clickbait trash article of all time.
Um, Henry Cavill is going to have a kid.
Interesting.
He made a post about it for Father's Day.
That's cool. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, he was like, how young is too young to teach Warhammer?
Oh boy. What? Okay, you know the MTG rules, right?
Some of them.
I just stumbled upon a meme that says almost the entirety of the MTG rules, and it's the happy Mr. Incredible, and then it says Rule 613, and it's the concerned Mr. Incredible. And I don't know what that rule is.
MTG Rule 613. Oh no. Oh, why? I might break my desk trying to explain this one.
Oh gosh.
This is interaction of continuous effects.
Okay.
This goes first. Layer 1. Rules and effects that modify copyable values are applied. 2. Control changing effects are applied. 3. Text changing effects are applied. 4. Type changing effects are applied. 5. Color changing effects are applied. 6. Ability changing effects, keywords, removal effects, that sort of thing, are applied. 7. Power level, power toughness is applied. So this is the whole thing with a card called Humility.
Okay.
Images. Here we go. Humility. 2 white. Enchantment. Each creature loses all abilities and is a 1/1 creature. When should that go into effect?
What does it say? Instant or
Enchantment.
enchantment? Well, that's after anything with instant and flash, right?
So, Humility is in play. I play a 0/0 creature. What happens?
It becomes a 1/1.
Correct. And it loses all abilities.
Right.
However, because of that rule, humility sees the card before it hits the field. So say you were to play a Hydra that you had to pay X into, and when it enters the battlefield, it enters with X +1/+1 counters on it.
Right.
You pay 5 into it, so you pay 6 mana. And humility's in play. It enters the battlefield as a 1/1, loses all abilities, doesn't get the +1/+1 counters.
Right.
But you still paid 6. Whereas you could have just paid the green and just dropped it into play as a 1/1.
I'm not seeing the issue here. Why is this?
Because it's layering effects. Because you can have other things also affecting it. Like you have humility in play, and then you have a card that gives all creatures -0, -1. -0, -1. So it's consistently a board wipe, no one can do anything. But you can play something and turn it into not a creature before it hits the battlefield. And it'll stay on the battlefield.
Oh, that's friggin' weird.
Yeah. That's why Commander is kind of... I actually think humility is banned in Commander.
Fair, because that seems like a nightmare.
I think it got banned because it made it too hard.
Yeah.
And I think there's going to be another banning of a card here shortly for Commander. It's kind of rare to see bans in Commander, but it happens.
Yeah, I'd like to get back into MTG.
Dude, I'm honestly saying that we should get back into it and just do Commander.
Wait, hold on. Do you have another off day this week?
Yesterday.
Well, ain't that interesting? I was gonna
Let me pull up
say.
my schedule.
I was gonna say, do you wanna do MTG Arena at some point? Magic the Gathering more complicated Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Let me pull up my schedule. I am 2 to close tomorrow.
Yeah.
9 to 3 Thursday. 9 to midnight Friday. 9 to 3 Saturday. 9 to 4 Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. Not gonna work. We can try it next week.
Yeah.
But I think
That's it. Are we gonna wrap it up here?
I don't really have anything else to say. I mean, the only thing we really had today was the Nintendo Direct. Everything else is just like off the cuff.
Yeah, stuff that we found and got angry at.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah, I gotta find a quote.
I do too.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm having a trouble finding a good quote.
Well, my problem is I get a lot of quotes from like writing, but no one cares about those and like writers and authors and stuff.
I think a lot of those quotes are really good, though.
Oh, I got one.
Go ahead.
I turn cruel when I'm empty. If I cannot be loved, I must be feared. Journal entry from Germany in 1941.
What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature by great effort? Parthenax from Skyrim.
Yeah.
All right. How did you... You know what? I'm not going to ask, but...
I am a toddler, and you looked away for 1 second. Ooh. Dogs that can be killed.
If you kill my dogs, I swear. But, yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Tower Pimps. I'll see you all next time. We'll be back tomorrow for Hellblade. And Eli is going to die. I realized I don't have my sword on me. Well. Okay. Well, yep, that's unfortunate. Tally ho!